It is the culmination of a 622-day odyssey for Method, Rix Ronde, and Burrito B. They've been here since Season 5, trying to make it into the promotion tournament. Now, today, Subi, they tried to avoid the promotion tournament and go directly to the RLCS.
Hey, well, maybe this is what it's going to take for them to reach the RLCS, avoid the promotion tournament altogether. All they got to do is win 2 matches today. It's going to be easier said than done, that's for sure. But one thing that is very important that I don't know a lot of people know about is Team Singularity did face Method in the season. They lost by 3 games. It was a complete sweep.
It was one of 4 sweeps that Method was involved in the season. It's the only one that they actually won over the course of the season. They were swept 3 different times. They will try to avoid being swept here, of course. If they lose this match, they are out of this tournament and will have to go to the promotion tournament next week. Game 1 of a best of 7. Remember, RLCS not on the line in this match. They'll need to win 2, both of these teams, to play their way in. It is Tho starting things off for Singularity. That'll be cleared away. Noli now to pop one. That'll be intercepted by Burrito B. And it can't be understated how important Rix Ronde and Burrito B were this season. They had struggled in seasons past to keep up with their 3rd teammate, but this time, Subi, with their 4th teammate in as many seasons, they have hit a home run with Tadpole.
Well, with Tadpole behind the reins of this team, you cannot mess up. This guy has been stellar all season long, but how about the rookie scoring the first goal for Team Singularity?
Tho was the last guy to get into the warm-up lobby, and he is all fired up. He's probably got the biggest chip on his shoulder of anybody on this Team Singularity roster, because all anybody thinks of when they think of Tho is, oh, that guy from Scrub Killer's stream. He is out here to make a name for himself, and he's done it all season long. Tadpole will have that intercepted by Godsmilla. His drive stopped by Burrito B, and Rix Ronde can't clear it out. It'll be Tho bringing another one in. He's got support in front, but that's going to be blocked by Burrito B. He has been outstanding on the defensive end ever since he got into the rival series. And he will not get a piece of this ball. Tho does, so Tadpole has to clear it away. We've seen this Method team at times. They've gotten off to slow starts. Godsmilla. That goes over Burrito B. Now Rix Ronde to clear to Burrito. He has Tadpole coming on his left, but that's going to be bombed away by Noli. Well done by the Singularity defense, but that boost does not spawn for Noli. He's in a tough spot, but Godsmilla goes over top, and Rix Ronde has to retreat.
That's a good clear right there over the defense of Method. Method, a very aggressive team all season long, and they are susceptible to those long clears over their heads. Let's see if Team Singularity can capitalize on this. This is going to be a dangerous ball, and Godsmilla hits it backwards. Not sure he wants to do that. This ball very dangerous towards midfield. Good challenge from Rix Ronde, but Godsmilla there to boom it away and give his team a little bit of time.
Now Tadpole indirect for himself, and he will not get to play it as Noli will just try to get a touch and disrupt the Method offense. Tho coming in, looking for his second. That's going to be blocked away, but Godsmilla's there, trying to get a ball in front. It'll get there, but Tadpole beats Noli to the punch.
So far, 1 half of gameplay, and it's been very lopsided. Method, 1 shot on the board, and I don't even know if I could call it a shot. That one just off target, off the crossbar. This game remains within 1. Method, 2 minutes to work with. They need to get to work soon, though.
They are one of the higher scoring offenses in the rival series this season, but Method have been stifled.
There it
Maybe
is.
Not for long, on target from downtown.
Burrito B sets up the sights and just launches it in between the sticks, all the way from the top of the box of his own half. Beautiful shot placement to tie this game up.
The desk spent a lot of time talking about Tadpole on this Method roster, how they think maybe he still deserves to be in the RLCS. He can prove it here as Rix Ronde runs into Burrito B, will take over. And Tadpole got the dunk on Tho. This will set up Method. Burrito B with a good challenge on Godsmilla. Rix Ronde coming on, and it's gonna go in.
Burrito B credited with the assist, but he also gets the goalie out of the picture. It's a wide open net for Rix Ronde. Beautiful play coming out from Method.
Who can forget a year and 1 week ago, the great video of Tadpole's family celebrating when Red Reserve and then eventually Triple Trouble promoted to the RLCS. And now here's Burrito B scoring off the kickoff.
Check out this 50-50 from Burrito B. He's already up in the air, and it just squeaks out in between him and Noli. A 2-goal advantage.
1:42 to go. Singularity watching game one slip away from them after Tho got him off to a fast start. Rix Ronde to Tadpole. Method firing on all cylinders, and Tho's there to stuff out the flame. Now Burrito B has that taken away by Godsmilla, but nobody else in support. Burrito, backboard for Rix Ronde perhaps. Rix has to stay at midfield and wait for this. Got a second touch on the challenge against Godsmilla, but he hangs around in the zone. Pass across. Tadpole hit the post.
That was a very hard pass to rein in. Just out of his outstretched arms barely, and a good cutoff there from Godsmilla to poke it into the corner. But 1 minute to go. Team Singularity needs to find 2 goals, and that was a good opportunity missed by Godsmilla, but they still have possession of this ball in Method's half. Rix Ronde is going to drop it down, and Tho's there to put it back into the corner. But so far, nothing too dangerous for Method to go up against.
Noli. Oh, Tadpole got a piece, and that was perilously close to the Method goal. Noli trying to run interference. Burrito B has the clear, and all Tho can do is rush back and barely keep that ball out of his net.
Oh, good double there, but Godsmilla was waiting, and off the backboard towards midfield. Good touch there from Tadpole just to throw it off its course, make Tho have to change directions. And Noli gets challenged, but this ball's up, and Burrito B gets the clear, and game one gonna go in favor of Method.
Final seconds will tick away, and Method is one step closer to getting into a win and in to head to the RLCS. One down and a lot more to go.
And Burrito B coming out on top. 2 goals, 1 assist in this game. And if he's firing on all cylinders, this Method team is so dangerous. You see Tadpole down on the bottom there. 2 assists credited to his name, but he was one of the players that was most dangerous in the European region in the Rival Series this season. He got the double Vente this season. 23 goals, 25 assists. That's pretty unheard of when you talk about players in the Rival Series.
Yeah, and add 2 more in this game, up to 27 for the season. And Rix Ronde and Burrito B, the tandem that's been together for so long, they've gone through the open qualifier twice to stay in the Rival Series, but ever since Season 6, they have been a staple. It'd be nice to send them on their way up to the RLCS, but they have to go through this Singularity team that is far from out of it here. Yes, they got swept by Method in the regular season, but this is a Singularity team that can hang with anybody put in front of them.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't think that this is going to be a sweep, not in any fashion. You see that graphic on screen right now, and how crazy is it that you think back basically 3 years ago, there were 8 teams in the RLCS. That was it. Now we've got 20 when you talk about RLCS and Rival Series, and they're all so close-knit, and we're seeing that every time a Rival Series team promotes up to the RLCS, more times than not, they're not just there to just play around. They're there, and they're taking names, and they are taking teams out of the picture. That's why we're going to be watching Cloud9, G2, TSM, Complexity next week. It's no walk in the park anymore for RLCS teams.
And Tadpole, a player that has had success in the promotion tournament before. Again, trying to avoid it this weekend by getting directly to the RLCS. But how about this stat? According to Liquipedia, Tadpole, 33-5 in the month of November. That is crazy. That, of course, includes a 22 series.
Is that games or?
That's series.
Series?
That is series.
Yikes.
22 in a row, grinding the Gfinities leading up to the promotion tournament in Season 6. That probably helped just a little bit.
So he's a cool weather fan. He doesn't like the heat, apparently.
No, apparently not. But he can stand it, and he has his Method squad up 1-0 here in this best of 7. Now we are back underway. We appreciate your patience as we have everybody ready to go. And it'll be Tho trying to break out of the zone, try to start Singularity off the same way he did in game one.
That was a beautiful double tap there from Rix Ronde. That's so hard to do coming out of that corner. He got 2 touches to just poke this ball, and now we see Method on offense.
Noli and Rix Ronde jump for this. It will go back towards Godsmilla. So now his shot goes right through, and Tho strikes first again.
Good patience from Tho to wait on this touch. Good pass upfield from Godsmilla, but you see right there, the hesitation makes Tadpole stop, and Tho has the whole right side of the goal available to him. Team Singularity go up early in game number 2. And a good kickoff there, but Noli, no boost, able to get it into the orange half. Rix Ronde boots this all the way downfield, misses the double tap. Those just going to bomb this up towards midfield. 50-50 won by Godsmilla. Burrito B is there for the clear.
Noli, big drive. That's going to be high. Follow-up is going to come from Tho, but he's a little ways back. Now Godsmilla out of the corner, looking to set up a line around the front of the net, but it's going to be Rix Ronde as that ball goes to the corner. Tadpole, big ball right down the middle that Godsmilla is there to collect. And Godsmilla will play this as well. Even more importantly, got it by Burrito B. That forces Rix Ronde up. Tadpole shot stopped by Noli, and here comes Singularity again.
Oh, Rix Ronde feels backflip, man, off that side wall.
Coming back in, Godsmilla dropping one down, but Rix Ronde there waiting, and his shot didn't have anything on it, nor was it on target. Now Noli, he will run out of boost. Tho dropping one down, nobody there, so he'll have to play it himself, but he doesn't have any boost either. And Noli will put one right onto Godsmilla. Good teamwork on the defensive end, but they're working without a lot of boost. And this is not something Method normally does. They don't have these long sustained attacks in the offensive end, but it's working right now. Rix Ronde does not get the touch, and Tho is not fooled.
Yeah, Method definitely a team that utilizes the fast break offense and transition plays to get that ball upfield. Good save from Rix Ronde, keeping it out of that upper 90. And Godsmilla there bombing it downfield. But Rix Ronde, once again, there to cut off the passes.
Tho intercepted by Burrito B, but here's Godsmilla. Slow play through, trying to get around Rix Ronde, and he does!
Goes for the backdoor shot. Both players from Method get caught slipping. Just check out the shot placement from Godsmilla.
And even if he doesn't jump, he's going to get knocked out of the way by Tadpole anyways. That is great from Godsmilla. Singularity has their second goal in game 2. They are well in the driver's seat. But here comes Method trying to get one back off the kickoff. Godsmilla back the other way, over top of Tadpole, and what a stop by Burrito B, slamming the door shut on the near post.
Though went a little too far forward. I don't think he was expecting his teammate to just stop the ball on the goal line like that. Very unexpected. Tadpole gets around the defender trying to demo him. Good drop down pass from Godsmilla, but Noli a little too far back on that play, was all the way at midfield. And this is going to lead to, no, not a turnover. Godsmilla puts it right back into Method's half.
Need to get this pass centered. Instead, Rix Ronde takes a shot. Very ambitious shot from there. And now it will be Godsmilla. Boy, he has been way up above the ground a lot in this series. Tho will send one away, but right there is Tadpole waiting. Burrito B coming on. That's a great clear as Team Singularity works their way downfield yet again. It is Noli leading the charge, but only as far as Burrito B as it comes right back.
A lot of space in midfield right now. Neither team want to get too aggressive and push up too far. Let's see if that comes back to haunt either of these teams. It's looking like Method's starting to take advantage of that, but they are down by 2 goals, so Team Singularity's playing this smart, just covering up their goal line.
Wonder if or when Method might try to get a little creative here. Down 2 goals with 1:15 and change. Now Tho, that's gonna go in as Tadpole couldn't catch up. Tho snipes the bottom corner.
He just loves the right side of the net. This is twice in this game number 2. The right side's available to him and he hits it picture perfect.
This is exactly what Singularity needed. They have dominated on the offensive half of the field after they were hemmed in their own zone quite a bit in game 1. Rix Ronde trying to get one back. No, sir, as Tho makes the stop. Getting it done on both halves of the field. He will not steal that corner boost. He doesn't need to, though. They have a 3-goal lead in the final minute. Rix Ronde out of the corner. He'll play it himself, and that's blocked away by Tho. A Herculean effort from Tho, the rookie, here in Game 2 to get Singularity back into this series. Rix Ronde trying to drop one down. That won't work out. And Burrito B, all he can do is try to sky one up. The Tadpole can go collect, but cannot get a shot on target. And that's been the story of Game 2. Not many opportunities, not many quality opportunities for Method as time winds down. And it looks like we're going to have a tied-up series.
Yeah, and it's not due to a lack of shots either. Method got 6 in this game, but just outshot and outpaced up and down the field by Team Singularity. Good change of play, good game plan to come out and just force Method back into their own half and not give them too many opportunities on offense.
Singularity looks like a brand new team, and it is game on now. One game apiece between Singularity and Method, with a chance to go to within one series of the RLCS on the line.
And how fitting that Tho gets the MVP medal in game number 2. 2 goals in this one. Godsmell a goal and an assist, but Noli still shut out in this series, doesn't have a goal, doesn't have an assist. This shot here coming out was a beautiful one from Godsmilla, snuck it in that short post.
Though with 3 goals in this series, Godsmilla, this is the only one he scored, but man, it was masterful. He just had the defense dancing around. He played them like a violin, cut their strings, and now we have 1 game apiece, 5 games to decide who is going to go on to face either Discobobulators or Monaco, depending on our match later on.
Yeah, this one, for both these teams, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. They still have that matchup to look forward to, but they've got to handle business right here and right now. And it's looking like a 50-50 shot, not just because the series is tied up 1-1, but I mean, game 1 was all Method. Game 2, all Team Singularity. These teams so evenly matched up, you couldn't make a better storyline for these two teams going up against one another.
It's almost like all these teams in the rival series are really, really good at Rocket League, and it's hard to separate exactly who is better than who. That's what we're here to find out. But there's always that lingering doubt, right? Even though Method swept Singularity in the regular season, they are a different team now than they were even at that series, as Burrito B will try to start things off with a goal right off the kickoff. Does not work out. And we are underway with game 3. So a near miss for Method.
Keep that one in the back of your mind, Stax. Keep that one back there, because that could be the difference maker for game 3.
Burrito B will send one up towards Tadpole. They like to work their way downfield right through the middle more often than not. Rix Ronde now. Burrito B is up, but Tho beats him to the punch. Tadpole will get this all the way across, though. That's a double commit by Rix Ronde and Burrito B. That'll slow things down just a little bit.
Just watching, though, he is so speedy. He can read the ball coming off the wall before it even has the trajectory coming off. He just somehow knows, okay, this is coming off at 47.3 degrees. I'm going to jump now.
He has been the guy all season long for Singularity. Formerly Fadeaway. This is going to be blocked away. Now, correction, flop Brisant. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I'm like, wait a minute, that does not sound right. What does sound right is Tho has put one in under the crossbar, and he is running wild on Method.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful in my ears, Stax. Tho and Godsmilla, it's been the storyline of this entire series. Method need to do something to slow down this rookie.
It is 0% goal participation for Noli. He hasn't needed to get his hands dirty yet, but he's onto this ball. Trying to get a flick on, but that's going to be sent all the way out by Burrito B. Godsmilla blocked by Burrito. And now Tho can sky one up, but nobody else there in support. As Noli is all the way back, he can't get to this ball in time. Godsmilla does on the shot by Tadpole.
Good patience from Godsmilla to wait on the shot to come out from Tadpole. And we got Rix Ronde broke it early. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, apparently in Europe they decided, what a shot! Rix Ronde
gets the double tap and makes up for breaking the locked horns. Comes out, reads that perfectly, and somehow the ball goes into the back of the net.
Rix Ronde's second of the series ties up game number 3. I was going to say, apparently in Europe, they don't abide by that. They got more important things to worry about, like, I don't know, winning the game. Noli trying to drop one down. And it'll be cleared by Burrito B. Rix Ronde over there. His drive's going to be saved away by Tho.
A zinger of a shot. And Tho's going to capitalize on that miss by Burrito B. Working down the field. Guy has Noli in the midfield. But a good breakup from Rix Ronde, and I've said that so much. Rix Ronde has broken up so many passes from Team Singularity. His head is on a swivel.
Godsmilla intercepted by Rix Ronde, so Tho has to clear it away. Again, Tho has been the everyman so far for Team Singularity. He has done it on the offensive and defensive halves of the field. Burrito B popping one up. Might have been better served letting Tadpole take a shot. He was coming on. Not a lot of pace there. Burrito B stopped again by Godsmilla. Tho gets by the defense, and Burrito B has to come back on the weak side. Tadpole all the way around the board, stopped by Godsmilla, but there's Rix Ronde, and Tho, he saw it coming, and he's able to get there to the goal line. Now Tadpole, full tank of boost, can't stop Tho, but the crossbar does.
Tadpole, so thankful for that. He almost got posterized right there.
Only 1-1 challenge, but Rix Ronde has the clear, and this will go opposite field as Burrito B will take over. Tadpole, full tank of boost, will clear it off the backboard. Rix Ronde on his way through. Tadpole waiting for Tho to make a mistake. Good luck. That doesn't happen very often. Now Godsmilla trying to drop one down to Noli. They need to get Noli involved in the offensive attack. It's great what Tho has done so far, but he can't do everything.
I'm going to say he's got to get involved himself because his teammates are doing a great job. But, you know, they can't just wait on him to show up because they're feeding him passes. He's got to make it known himself.
Downfield, stopped by Godsmilla. Noli is there, but he's going to rotate out. And another clear downfield with a minute to go. Rix Ronde, he did not get the angle he was looking for, and an opportunity for Singularity because of it.
Oh, Tho going for the bump, missed Burrito B, but there's Noli for the cleanup. Rix Ronde has to wait for that weird angle off the wall, and a good touch from Burrito B to sniff out Godsmilla coming in for that ball. Tadpole beats Tho, Rix Ronde's up, gets the touch, and it goes just under the crossbar for the second goal for Method.
Tadpole's officially going to get his third assist, but this is great from Rix Ronde. Perfect placement, and then another ball hanging around on the goal line. Just gives a little tap at the end. Rix Ronde, outstanding for Method, as important as Tho has been for Singularity.
Oh, Method just sent 2. This is going to be dangerous. Team Singularity has numbers. Noli with the drop-down pass. Tho just hits the bar, and it's out. 22 seconds to work with a good drop-down pass. Noli turned away by Burrito B.
A rare shot sent away by Burrito B, and now this goes through the corner. Singularity has to go the length of the field. They got 10 seconds to work with, but they're on defense. A miss by Tadpole. That could open up an opportunity. This beats the defense, and Godsmilla snipes the corner.
Saw the defender cheating up and said, "You just made a mistake," all the way from his own half. 4 seconds to go, and we're all tied up.
They left the gate wide open behind them, trying to hold a lead in the closing seconds. Singularity roaring back. Method looking for one last chance in regulation. Rix Ronde won't get there, and we go to OT for the first time today.
Hey, Stacks, remember that shoulda, coulda, woulda been
goal
at the beginning of the game?
Start.
Yeah.
Here we are in overtime. Compounded, of course, by leaving it open net behind them. Oh, critical miss. Godsmilla is not going to get there in time, and Rix Ronde helps Method survive in OT.
Rix Ronde credited with a hat trick here and a good chip to get under that ball and just sky it towards net. Method go up 1 in the series.
That's one where when you end up going to overtime, the collective hearts of Method start sinking a little bit. Like, oh no, how many mistakes did we just not get away with there? But they survived. That's one that in a tournament like this, Zuby, they're the most important to him because it's clear they didn't play at their best, but they came out on top.
And was it Burrito B there at the end that cheated up too far?
Yes, it was.
He's
Rick,
thanking his longtime teammate Rick, saying thank you so much for winning that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Rick Ronde started coming up. He put on the brakes. That didn't work out. Burrito B was starting to turn around at midfield. Whoop! Right over his head. And hey, it worked out in the end. Just the way Method drew it up.
Just the way they drew it up. And Team Singularity, 8 saves in that game. It was just an onslaught of offense coming out from Method in this one. And they just couldn't be slowed up. Even though got tied up, it just didn't seem like they worried at all. OT was all theirs.
Yeah, when Method gets that many shots, they had 12 in that game. They're tough to beat. Granted, any team is, but Method especially, when you get that many opportunities, they're bound to score eventually. All three of these guys are right around 20 to 25% shooting percentage. That's going to help you win a lot of games.
And Tadpole, still no goals in this entire series.
And in the start of the season, it was Tadpole who scored a vast majority of Method's goals. Then he cooled off. Rick Ronde and Burrito B had to step up. They did, and they're doing it here.
Just at the right time. And I don't say that negatively about Tadpole not scoring. It's just you got to be scared of your Team Singularity saying, hey, how long is Tadpole going to stay cool for? Oh, Rick Ronde narrowly missing that one. Godsmilla gets dunked by Burrito B. And though, going to put this up to the corner. Good challenge there from Tadpole to keep offense in favor of Method.
I think Noli rather fortunate that shot was going to be wide because he had no chance to see that ball through the smoke screen. Had a great view of it. This will be Tho now lurking and looping around. And then a little bump by Rick Ronde. That knocks Godsmilla out of the play just enough. And maybe Method can get out of harm's way here. Burrito B right down the middle, but nobody running downfield with him. So it'll be Tho. He can follow this. Oh, he was not expecting a miss. Did get a bump to clear up the net, but this will be cleared away.
There's good offense there from Team Singularity. Just a missed opportunity, and Burrito B just under that ball. Noli going to take this downfield. Good 50-50, but that's going to go in favor of Method. And turned right over, though, just pops it up towards the ceiling. And a double commit from Method. That's the first we've seen from them. And that plagued them earlier on in the season. They seem to have worked it out, though.
Rick Ronde having a tough time on the wall. Got a piece. Burrito B will follow up. Tadpole thought about it, but he knew Noli had to clear. Now he'll pass one out. Rick Ronde looking to give Tadpole his 4th assist. Burrito B's shot's going to be blocked away as well by Godsmilla. And now here comes Singularity. Noli trying to get involved in the attack, and Tadpole goes right over him. Rick Ronde trying to avoid interference from behind. Did get a piece of that ball. Godsmilla runs a defender off the play. And Rick Ronde gets bumped as well. So now we're seeing a team in Singularity that got demoed more than anybody else in the rival series. They're trying to knock defenders around a little bit. It hasn't worked out yet.
Oh, that's a beautiful pass, but no one home for Team Singularity. Burrito B there for the last-ditch effort save, and Rick Ronde, good pass forward to Burrito B. I love the transition offense we're seeing from Method.
Halfway point, nothing between Method and Singularity. Method holds on to a 1-game lead. Tadpole's challenge turns into a shot. Haven't seen very many shots from Tadpole. Noli went for the demo, and he got knocked into making a save.
Oh, you hate to see it, Stacks.
My goodness. That's Singularity season right there. They're not typically a very physical team. Now it's going to be Tadpole. He's got Burrito B over there. His redirect's going to be high, and Tho gets the clear. No easy follow-up for Method.
Yeah, they're getting plenty of opportunities at those. And, Tadpole just missing. They've gone left, they've gone right, and they try to go down the middle, and Tho says, no way, not right now.
Godsmilla, though, not a lot of boost, so he has to give way to Noli. Now Burrito B, this is going to drop down, and that's well cleared by Noli again. As much as we have dogged on Noli not being involved in the offense, he has been outstanding on defense, as has this whole Singularity squad. Another critical stop, counterattack. Noli's shot is just off the mark.
That's a difficult one, though. You can't blame them too much. A low percentage shot. Got to hit that ball perfectly. And Noli just swung by. Tadpole by 1. Rick Ronde with the follow-up, but all members of Team Singularity back on defense.
Burrito B trying to find Tadpole, instead finding Noli. Rix Ronde to Burrito B, and he rings one off the post.
So close again. They're getting closer and closer, just inching towards that goal line. Eventually, one's gotta fall. The net's open. Tadpole looking for though, takes him out, but Rix Ronde can't get the angle. And that's a dangerous one. Noli off target. And these teams remain tied, just under 1 minute to go.
Two very solid defensive teams. This will be popped up. Now Tadpole just throwing one, kind of a courtesy check down to the other end of the field. Noli bringing another one right back in. That's going to miss everybody. And Tadpole goes over top of one, trying to get the challenge. Could not dunk one by Godsmilla, but now here's Rix Ronde. Looking for Burrito B, had to play slow as though came around. And now Burrito B with 30 seconds left. Method trying to win yet another game with late game heroics. Rix Ronde, that's not pretty. Down in front. Oh, couldn't get the shot and had too much pace. Noli couldn't catch up to it.
That was a good wave dash to put power on that ball, but 10 seconds to go, Stacks.
Rix Ronde, he's up. He's whipping. Burrito B now. This is going to go to the side. Method should have the last chance of regulation. Tadpole's there.
Oh.
The shot saved by Godsmilla. We go to OT for the second time in a row.
All right, time to take a deep breath, but don't get too comfortable because it can happen at any moment. Burrito B up off the backboard. Rix Ronde can't find the angle.
Now Tadpole wins yet another challenge. Does not get the corner boost, though. It was not there. Noli will take over. In the air. Second touch on the way. No, he missed it. And though, we'll be all the way back to reset for Singularity. Oh, what a redirect there. Rix Ronde forced one through.
It's open.
There's Burrito B, and he's missed it off the crossbar. Old Ironsides plays hero again.
9 shots from Method, every single one off their mark.
Rix Ronde beaten out by Noli. Tadpole coming on, and he barely makes the save. Godsmilla, high bounce out of the corner. Rix Ronde has it. Method going to be wondering how many more chances are they realistically going to get as Noli comes in again. Didn't have any boost to follow, and Godsmilla keeps it in the zone. Singularity have also going to be wondering how many more times is the post or the crossbar going to bail us out.
That's the MVP of the match so far if they win.
Rix Ronde missed that entirely. This has been a game of missed opportunities for Method. One they're going to be kicking themselves over if they don't get this golden goal.
Tadpole got that boost steal.
Looking to set one up for Burrito B. This has popped up. Rix Ronde thought about it. He's going to rotate back. Burrito B keeps one in the zone. Tadpole, no. Rix Ronde, yes sir. Method, one away from a date with destiny.
Method go up one in the series. Great pass from Tadpole, and then comes in Rix Ronde to clean up that shot. So many opportunities, and thankfully they didn't let it go by the wayside.
Second consecutive OT victory. 2 games that have gone a combined less than 2 minutes. But 2 critical wins for Method, both in games where, again, both teams had their opportunities and let that game slip away. With 10 shots yet again, so double digits for the second time in a row as well. They needed overtime to get there, though, and this Singularity team, look, it's been all though. Godsmilla's kind of been involved. Noli's got it done on the defensive end, but they're going to need a full all-hands-on-deck effort on the offensive side of the field. I think it's time to throw caution into the wind here.
I agree. Yes, you lose one more, you're done. Your season's over. But don't throw caution to the wind just yet. I mean, wait it out for at least the first half, unless you go down that first goal.
Sure.
Then you can start pushing forward a little more. You can start pulling the goalie a little earlier. But you got to play careful against this Method team because right now, I've said it so much that it's just, I'm starting to repeat myself, but the transition offense from Method is the difference maker here. They're able to get that ball out of their defensive half so easily that Team Singularity is scrambling on defense, and that's what's leading to these goals.
It may not time to be throw caution into the wind just yet, but look, it doesn't matter how many goals you allow. You don't score any yourself. So.
Well, you can set the sail. Just don't get carried by the wind just yet.
I like that analogy, Subi. Here we go. It is must win for Singularity. else they will have to go through complexity and whoever else doesn't get through this tournament next weekend. Noli to start things off. Again, very quiet on the offensive end. His challenge will set up Godsmilla, but Tadpole will clear it away. Also, yet to score in this series. Here's Burrito B, blocked by Godsmilla. Tadpole for Rix Ronde, again off the crossbar.
Man, I want these shots to start going in. They look so pretty, but how about a goal from Noli? No! Rix Ronde puts it in the corner. Team Singularity can't even buy a goal.
Rix Ronde, downfield, right at Tho. Well done on the defensive end, but he couldn't get out of the zone. Now Noli. Burrito B looking for a little help. It's not coming, so he has to try and challenge Tho. Now Tadpole, all the way down to the corner. That will be Tho again. We've said Tho's name a lot, and with good reason. He is flying all over the field. He's working overtime for Singularity. That pass out to Burrito B. Tadpole's going to have to rush back. There's a shot coming on from Tho. One save, but not the other. Godsmilla follows it up.
Good hard shot coming out from Tho, making the defender just have to stop the ball. Tadpole has no other option other than to lay it down on the goal line, and Godsmilla is there for the open net cleanup.
Exactly what Singularity needed, but I'm sure they'd love to have an insurance goal. They've scored first in 3 of these games. They are 1-1. Now Burrito B dropping one down, and we're right back where we started.
Burrito B getting his first goal since game number 1, but how about that dish from Tadpole? Good flick up off the glass to feed his teammate.
Yet another assist for Tadpole. He led the league with just over 0.8 per game. Now Rix Ronde, blocked by Tho. Noli, great counterattack from Singularity, and might have caught Method off guard. Tadpole making the save on Tho's shot. Rix Ronde only to Godsmilla, but now he's going to climb up. Did not get a touch as Tho is there. Hey, that's Tho's calling card. You are not going to get much time. You've got to be quick to the ball and decisive. Here comes the man of the hour yet again. Noli trying to bowl through and take out defenders, and Method comes up with yet another stop.
That was the right idea and a good touch downfield from Noli, not allowing Method to get that transition offense started.
To the backboard, coming on Burrito B. Rix Ronde on the weak side, but that's going to be cleared by Noli. So Tadpole will try again, looking for his 6th assist of the series. Not going to come here as Rix Ronde has to run back. Noli now, set up, nobody there. And for a team in Singularity that, again, they spent more time on the defensive end than anybody else. Those balls that are just kind of aimlessly thrown across, they find empty space more often than not.
Yeah, it just seems like right now Noli isn't on the same page as Godsmilla and Tho. He's pushed up by himself, and there's times where Godsmilla and Tho are pushed up and he's all the way back on defense. They need to tighten things up, get together, because the net's opening for that third man.
Tadpole drive stopped by Godsmilla. So here's Rix Ronde. Just under 70 boost to work with. That's plenty, but he watches that ball go over top of him, courtesy of Noli and Tho. Rushing back, trying to get involved in the defense, but so too is Tadpole. Needs that midfield boost, won't get it. Taken right out from under him by Tho, and he's going to use some of it to get this clear. Now Tadpole again, couldn't beat Noli to the punch, and Noli has arrived.
Noli's ears were ringing, and he delivers. Great shot placement, going far right post, down low. No defender home for Method, and Team Singularity go up by 1 late.
His 2nd time in the rival series, trying to make it into the RLCS, and finally, he has come up big when his team needs him the most. Down to 90 seconds. Rix Ronde as Method look for another quick answer. Burrito B to Tadpole. That's going to go to the corner. And the follow-up from Tad will be set away by Noli. This goes over top of Rix Ronde. Method in a tough spot, but Burrito B very patient, watching Tho go right by him. Now Tadpole right at Tho as Singularity. They are content to play this game now. They do it better than most other teams in the rival series, playing with a lead late. Burrito B will bang one off the backboard. Here's Noli to the back wall again. And every time they're able to get that ball to the back wall, it takes more and more time off the clock for Method to work with.
Yeah, and Method, they go, oh, this is a shot from Noli, just a little too tight on that angle. Nearing 30 seconds to go. Method chasing one goal, but you said it, Stacks. They just can't get their offense started as the ball's just continually cleared all the way back to their own net.
Final 30 seconds. We've seen Method in this situation plenty of times, inning a goal late. And again, Burrito B and Noli this time get locked up, but only for a couple seconds. Those shot trying to put it away. Saved by Burrito B. Here comes Tadpole. Rick's Ronde needs some help from Tad, and he will not get that ball in front. Took way too long to develop. Though, trying to put this one on ice. 1 second remains. Now they got to go the length of the field, keeping it in the air. Tadpole can't get there. Singularity stays alive.
I knew they wouldn't go down without a fight, Stacks. One of the best teams in the rival series, making their case right now. And look at who's on top. Noli showing up when his team needed him most.
13 shots that time for Singularity. Each of these other games that Method has won, they've been up around 10, 12, 13 shots. That's very refreshing for Singularity. And one of those 13 shots, this one, the game winner from Noli. And the way this series has gone, I'm sure there was just a brief moment of doubt where Noli might have thought, oh, this is going to roll up and out, isn't it?
That's just been his luck. That is just picture-perfect shot placement. He had no other angle available to him on that shot, and he hits it with 100% accuracy.
Well, Noli's on the board. Now all eyes turn to Tadpole, the only player in this series that has not scored. He had 4 saves in that last game, but only 2 shots to go with them. And now, Method, you start to have doubt creep in your mind just a little bit. Anytime you have that closeout opportunity, like, okay, we got him, 1 win away. That's the hardest win to get, is the last one.
Well, they've got this Game 6 buffer here to where it's not must-win territory just yet, but man, you would love to put Team Singularity away right now.
Well, the pressure, if you drop this game, goes from about here to way up here. So I would imagine for Method, they have to treat this like it's must-win. We saw what happened yesterday in North America. You get to Game 7, the team that's coming from behind, they have all the momentum, all the advantage that comes with it. Here is Burrito B to start things off for Method on Wasteland. Looking to get a dunk on Godsmiller, but that's a good quality clear. Now Tadpole coming up. That's going to be beaten out by Noli. And Burrito B will try to keep it in for Method. They're not working with a lot of boost as Burrito B does pick up the midfield boost. That will go all the way to the opposite corner where Noli, much more involved in the attack now, is waiting. Now though, you know how involved he has been, and Tadpole keeps that away from Noli. Godsmiller coming on. He had to turn away at the last moment.
That touch almost worked against Method there, but they're not out of the water yet. That one's dangerous, going towards net, and Tadpole smartly pinches it off the post, and Method get a much-needed clear.
Well then, Tadpole out straight to Burrito B. And Noli was turned around for a moment, a little indecisive about how he was going to play that, but it's worked out all right for Singularity in the end. Tadpole now didn't get a lot of pace behind this, and Noli's there. Now Rick's Ronde from Burrito B. This good angle downward, and Rick's Ronde missed it wide. Burrito B coming on, Noli makes the save.
Noli positioned himself perfectly there in net. His rear end was facing towards that back post very closely, knowing that, hey, I've got boost to my advantage. I can boost forwards, but I can't go backwards.
Godsmiller, death from above, saved away by Burrito B. Now though, banking one off the ceiling, that's going to be Burrito B's territory. Godsmiller now trying to dribble around Rick's Ronde. Good luck. Down to 3:15. Ricks has Burrito B coming on as well. Where's Tadpole? All the way back in midfield, looking to bring it right back in. Had to burn some boost so we could get down a little faster. And now he's going to need to pick a little more up to try and keep Method on the attack. This is not going to get a piece of the ceiling. Rick's Ronde has slowed it down, but Tho is right there.
And Noli up in the air to get the defender out of the picture. Good play right there. Gets the touch, gets the defender, and Tho there for the cleanup.
Less than 3 minutes remain, which is going to feel like an eternity for Singularity if they only hold a 1-goal lead. We've seen Method answer back really quickly as well. Burrito B trying to get the dunk on Godsmilla, but expertly done by the rival series veteran. Now Burrito B cuts in front of Rix Ronde. Rix is going to wait for a pass. That pass is never going to get there. Tadpole, he will set up Rix Ronde, and the shot runs high yet again.
Accuracy starting to plague Method. And Noli looking for a flip reset. He got it, but turned away by Tadpole. Rix Ronde bombing this downfield. Can't find his teammate. As the defense from Team Singularity firing on all cylinders.
Rix Ronde does not have a lot to work with, and he can't stop Noli. Noli picks him apart.
Noli catches this like an egg, uses momentum going downward to softly caress it into the back of the net. This guy has woken up.
2 goals and 2 assists in this series. Again, the only player that has not scored in this series is Tadpole. Waiting for him to come alive, maybe saving his best for last. They have a game to give to Method, but now Tho looking to maybe erase any doubt early on in game 6. Tho dumping another one back to the corner. Noli's coming on. He's going to beat Burrito B by a country mile. Godsmilla wraps another one around the corner. Now finally Burrito B. Down to Tadpole. Redirect is on, and the Rocket League's Prince of Wales trying to make another November to remember.
First goal of the series, and it's a beautiful one. Gets it around the defender. Good redirect, put on target. The pass from Burrito B was perfect.
Still a minute 49 remains. Tho will take this midfield boost, but give way to Noli. Tho trying to read Rix Ronde. That's going to be on target, and just knocked away. I think it was touched right by the crossbar. Now Noli over top of Rix Ronde. Tadpole scrambles back to get there.
Tadpole still without boost, has nothing in the tank. Burrito B's up, and he is out of the picture, though sneaks it under the crossbar.
Right when you thought Method was going to be coming right back, though, what a double touch to send that one home, and again, an all-important insurance goal back on the board for Singularity.
Method needs a goal in the next 23 seconds to have a comfortable comeback effort, but it's going to be hard. Noli backflip on that one. Could have very easily been a goal in favor of Team Singularity.
Godsmilla goes over top of Rix, and now Godsmilla keeping another one in. Tadpole has nobody able to jump for this ball. Rix Ronde trying to find Tadpole, no luck. They do not score in that 23 seconds, so now the pressure's on with just under a minute to go. Godsmilla, backboard. Burrito B missed it. Noli,
wow.
What a save as Burrito B keeps Method alive.
Oh my goodness, Stacks. I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but either way, that was a fun thing to watch.
Noli will double commit with Godsmilla, and that's rare for Singularity on the defensive end. Usually one of the more adept teams on defense, even in these late game situations. Burrito B tried to pick his spot. Not enough pace as Godsmilla gets there. Down to 15 seconds. Rix Ronde runs right through Noli, but the pass to an empty space that was occupied by Godsmilla in the end. Tho shot, saved by Rix Ronde, but it's of no consequence. Time is going to run out on Method, and we are going to head to Game 7 right out of the gates.
Wouldn't want it any other way, Stacks. Playoffs, RLCS spot on the line if they can get past this match, and then the winner of AS Monaco and Discombobulators. But this is where it all starts. Whoever loses is going home.
And you look at the shot total for Method again. Singularity dominated the game yet again. 14 on the board for Singularity, including this one that gave them that all-important cushion. Noli just over top of the last defender. And Singularity, heck, Noli, he's been clutch in these last 2 games with Singularity's back against the wall.
Yeah, he has the stream audio in the background for sure. He heard us talking about him and said, okay, no way. I'm not ending the season like this. Games 1 and 2, nothing. Game 3, he had an assist. Game 4, the entire team shot out. and then that's when the beast was awoken.
For the second time this weekend, we're going to go to Champions Field. First time for Europe in our first match. If you're just joining us, where have you been? You have missed a great series between Singularity and Method, and much better than what they had in the regular season when Method only took 3 games to win a best of 5. You had to know with the longer series and all the preparation leading up to this, these teams had 2 weeks to prepare for this match right here. Singularity was going to bring it, only a matter of time before Noli stepped up, and here we are.
All the preparation, all the planning, all the talks between your teammates, it's all done now. The next 5 minutes is the deciding factor.
Singularity trying to become the second team this weekend between North America and Europe to erase a 3-1 deficit. Trying to do it on the back of Tho, and Noli's been outstanding in the past couple of games, as mentioned. He is not able to clear that ball out on the defensive end to start game 7. But Noli is struggling with that ball at midfield as well. Thought he was going to corral it. Instead, Noli got a piece of Rick's Ronde, but Tadpole's there to back him up. Godsmilla now. Tough angle to get a double. Does not get there. Though, that's going to be high. No further follow-ups as Tadpole will bop it away.
The fourth teammate coming in clutch there to get that save. Noli with the redirect and Rick's Ronde for the clutch playmaking save on that one. Method scrambling on defense and a save from Rick's Ronde again. Method already 4 saves in the first minute.
Who's going to take this ball? It will be Tho immediately after collecting a full tank of boost. Godsmilla popping one up. That went to nowhere in particular, and here comes Method again. Tadpole and Tho race to that midfield boost. Instead, Tho's going to turn tail and head towards the net. And a loose ball in front will be popped away by Burrito B. Singularity on the back of Godsmilla. No, Tho right down Broadway.
Team Singularity just toying with their food at this point, Tho baits out Tadpole, gets him up. Godsmilla forces Burrito B to jump up and respect the double tap. All Tho has to do is put it on target.
Tho now with 7 goals in this series. Tadpole needs a double. Not going to get there as Godsmilla interrupts. Now Tho. This will actually end up towards the middle. Noli backflip, but he's still able to recover and boom one downfield, then stopped by Tadpole. Now Rick's Ronde will try to take over for Method. Not in panic mode just yet, but they've got to be wondering what they need to do to put this team away. They got 3 wins like they did in the regular season against them, but number 4 has been very elusive. Noli will wait, maybe waited too long, but they got away with one, and now Tho will boost up and keep this ball in. Godsmilla's shot stopped by Rick's Ronde. Method, they have been on the back foot more often than not so far in the first half of Game 7. They have got to break through and get a little creative as they did in games past. Tadpole forced one through. Rick's Ronde can't get there in time.
Oh, Burrito B, great catch, but the flick eludes him there, though. Good challenge up in the air. Rick's Ronde trying to go far post, turned away. Burrito B there to keep this ball in Team Singularity's half. Tadpole can't get the touch, but they are going to retain offensive possession. But a good challenge from Godsmilla boots it all the way down to the orange half.
Singularity set 2 on that last save, and there's another one from Tadpole. He hasn't done it on the offensive end, at least scoring-wise, but boy, has he been a staple on the defensive end. Now Noli throwing one back to the corner where Rix and Burrito were rotating back. Rix just mistimed his flip there, couldn't get a touch. Now Godsmilla. Content to play this back and forth game, but there's a great challenge by Tadpole. Tho will be there on the opposite side, and he'll throw it back across, trying to make Method work left to right and back and forth. Now Burrito B pops one over. Noli's there for the save. Tadpole will keep it in. Doesn't have enough boost to follow it up, though, as the defenders crisscross for Singularity. Down to a minute 15. Again, still not time to panic. It is a 1-goal game, as have quite a few games in this series. Godsmilla to Noli. They would love to put one away right here and at least get one step closer to avoiding the promotion tournament next week. Though couldn't redirect that on target though.
Here we go, Stacks. Under a minute to see what Method's all about. They're chasing one. They can't break out of their half right now, though.
40 seconds for Rito B. That'll be, oh, that's not touched well by Godsmilla, but it happens to find Noli. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Here's So. Pop straight up. Nobody has boost here. Rix Ronde will just watch. Burrito B has to come in instead. Noli, slow play through one. Beaten out by Tadpole with 20 to go. Around the corner, Godsmilla, easy clear. Again, it's got to be very creative against a team that is in the prevent defense.
10 seconds.
With 10, 9, Rix Ronde to center for Tadpole. Another great challenge at midfield. Burrito B didn't get a lot of pace behind this. Great challenge by Tho, but here comes Method. Noli can't drop it down. Does get by Tadpole. That will do it. Singularity comes back with 3 in a row, and they knock out Method.